Good evening, Ma'am Lilet. Good evening, everyone. So, I am Marina G. Leonon, and my co-reporter is Andrisa M. Sambaan. So, we are going to tackle the topic about social science theories and their implications to education. Sociology today employs three primary theoretical perspectives: the functionalist perspective, the conflict perspective, and the symbolic interactionist perspective. This perspective offers sociologists theoretical paradigms for explaining how society influences people and how people influence society. So the first social theory is the instructional functional theory. According to Herbert Spencer, ito ay isang teoryang panlipunan na naglalarawan bilang isang sistema na magkaugnay, nagtutulungan upang mapanatili ang kaayusan at katatagan. Ang bawat bahagi ng lipunan ay may ginagampanan na papel para sa pangkabuuang struktura at sa pagpapanatili ng pangkahalatang paggana at kagalingan ng lipunan. So sabi pa niya dito, no, so katulad halimbawa na lang sa ating katawan. So bawat parts nating ang katawan ay may iba't ibang function. So pag may isa dito na hindi nagpa-function ng mabuti, so hindi rin magpa-function yung pangkalahatan. So kinakailangan talaga na sila ay interrelated sa isa't isa. So next is the conflict theory. So according to this theory, there are always two opposite sides in a complex situation. People take sides between maintaining the status quo and introducing change, then arrive at an agreement. So conflict theory becomes conflict, for that is the way to establishment of a new society. So conflict theories find potential conflicts between any groups where inequality exists. So itong conflict theory ay madalas na nagagamit upang suriin ang isyu ng kawalan sa pagkapantay-pantay, diskriminasyon, at mga laban sa karapatan sa lipunan. So according to the theories also, so madalas na ito ay lumalabas yung conflict theory sa racial, sa gender, sa religious, political, economics, and so on. So conflict theories notes that unequal groups usually had conflicting values and agendas, causing them to compete against one another. So ang kalalabasan nito, no, kapag nakikita na hindi equal yung pagkalatan na binibigay sa bawat isa. So dyan lalabas yung nagko-competition sila sa isa't isa. How proponents of conflict theory regard education. So according to the conflict theory, education is not truly a social benefit or opportunity as seen by the functionalist. Rather, education is a powerful means of maintaining power structures and creating a docile work for the capitalism. So according to the conflict theory, so ang education daw is dili siya maugyod ang kanang social benefit or opportunity as seen by the functionalist, no, pero ingon sila daring ang education is a powerful mean para ma-maintain ang power structures og maka-create og kanang docile work for capitalism. So that's all for my report. Thank you.
Implication to teaching. So, in implication of teaching, there are 7K of implications. So, first is knowledge transfer. Second, critical thinking development. Third, personal growth. And the fourth, social impact. 5, economic impact. 6, cultural preservation. And 7, lifelong learning. The quality of teaching has a significant impact on these outcomes. Effective, high-quality teaching is essential for maximizing these positive implications. In symbolic interaction theory, it is a powerful sociological perspective that emphasizes the role of symbols and language as core elements of all human interactions. So, in this symbolic interaction theory, and there are 6 impacts. First is lack of attention to macro level structures. Second, subjectivity. Third, limited predictive power. Fourth, difficulty in testing. Fifth, neglect of emotional component. Sixth, lack of clarity. So despite this criticism, symbolic interaction theory remains a valuable tool for understanding human behavior and social interaction. It provides unique insights into the ways individuals interpret and react to their social world.